is Perry Miniatures AO70 Agincourt Mounted Knights 1415 to 1429. A great addition to your Agincourt French or English army. I'm going to turn this around. So you get 12 mounted knights that you can actually kit out as either mounted men-at-arms or even some mounted archers. You don't have to field them as knights. So without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at what's inside. First off, you have a sprue of Renedra bases, excellent for basing your mounted cavalry. A variety of sizes. You can base them either in a group or individually, and you do have a variety of sizes to do so. Next up is your guide, and in this guide you're going to have your French armorial banners, and there are a number of them. We'll go ahead and take a closer look at that in a little bit. You also have English armorial banners, and as you can see, there's not that many of them because the French had a lot more mounted knights during Agincourt than the English did. But as a bonus, you also get Germanic armorial banners, so you do have the option of fielding these as Germans. And then on the other side is just ideas. It says ideas for figure assembly. This just gives you different options. Here is an English knight right here. Here's a man-at-arms from the 1390s and onwards. And again, this is a nice guide because you can kit them out the way that you want them or need them to for your specific army. So let's take a closer look at the banners. You do have a variety of French ones, mounted knights during Agincourt. Here are your English armorial banners, and then your Germans. I kind of find it neat that you can field these as Germans. All right. Next up, you get 4 sprues of horses. So I believe that these are the same horses that are used in other Perry kits, specifically War of the Roses. And they are all the same, so we'll just take a closer look at one of them. So these aren't very complicated to put together. In fact, it's just 2 halves and then the head. But you might want to hold off on using these heads, and you'll see that in just a little bit. So again, nothing amazing about these. These are just horses. The main meat and potatoes of this kit are the 3 sprues that you can build your mounted knights or mounted men-at-arms from. So we're going to go ahead and take a closer look at these. So, like I said, you don't need to use the heads on the mount sprues because you do have a number of heads that would be barded or armored for your knights. So you do get 6 of them. So you may need to use a couple, but it just depends on what you're fielding. Here are one-handed weapons in arm, and then you have your shield arm right there. And then you have a number of upper torsos with different looks to them. There is 2 orlays, so if you're going to field English, there you have it. Interesting thing to note is that you do have 2 bowmen here. So here's one wielding the bow, and here's one with the bow wrapped. On the other side, you do have more upper torsos and legs. And then you have your lances as well as swords. You have a falchion or scimitar. I'm not sure which one. You guys can tell me what that is in the comments below. But you also, and I'm going to move this down just a little bit. If you're not a fan of painting faces, as you can see, some of these have their faces shown. One has their mask down. You do have a series of face plates or face masks that you can add to your helmet. So, and then as well, you can raise it up onto the helmet if you would prefer to show the face but have the face mask on there as well. So, all right. So there you have it. That is the main sprue. Again, you get 3 of these. Which is enough to build 12 mounted knights. That's the only downside of this kit. The only downside of this kit is that you have a lot of options, but only 12. You can only build 12 mounted knights or men-at-arms. from this kit. So, all right. And there it is, Perry Miniatures AO70 Agincourt Mounted Knights 1415 to 1429. A great way to add mounted cavalry, mounted knights to your Agincourt French or English armies. What's nice about this is that you can actually field these as Germans as well. Gives you a little bit of flexibility in terms of how to assemble these. You can assemble them as men-at-arms, mounted knights. You also have the option to have some mounted archers based on the couple of bows that you receive on each sprue. There's two of them, one of them wrapped, one of them not wrapped and actually armed. So you can actually make maybe a squadron of 6 mounted knights or mounted men-at-arms, and then 6 mounted archers. So a great flexible kit. Gives you a number of different banners, French, English, and German. And yeah, fantastic way to add more flexibility to your medieval army of the 100 Years' War, of the late 100 Years' War. So, all right. If you like this video, go ahead and click like. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, I appreciate it if you would. Click the bell notification icon to get notified of all new unboxings coming out of the channel. And then click the link in the description below to join our Discord server. That is the best way I can personally interact with you and chit-chat you about medieval wargaming and any other wargaming that we cover on the channel. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more unboxing videos from Wargaming Noob Historical.